Hi everybody, Dave Shopius here with just a little update on my B9 robot arm build. In my last video I had mentioned that I wanted to build a motor to drive the arm in and out of the torso, and I was trying to come up with a method of putting some pulleys together so I could wrap a synthetic cord, synthetic cable around the top down to the bottom and have a motor pull the arm in and out of the torso. Well, this is what I kind of came up with. As you remember, if you didn't see it before, this is the motor that I'm going to be using. It's a power door window motor for cars. Power window, well, you know what I mean. So anyway, that is about 88 pounds per inch torque on that thing, and it's very thin, very nice and compact. And the only thing I don't like about it's got a short little shaft, but I think it'll be fine because the set screw grabs it just nice. This is the first prototype I made, and I didn't like it. This is ABS plastic. It's strong stuff, but still it deforms when you squeeze it down. It's a higher profile than I'd like. It's kind of tall, and I just couldn't get the center pin just right. It would wobble, and this is basically where I'm going to put my encoder. Let me grab the encoder here I'm going to be using so you can see. Basically, this is the encoder I'll be using. It's got a 1/4 inch shaft adapter that it slides over right, and it'll fit right on that shaft right there, and that little wrench there will torque it down so it grabs it. And there's it's got a lot of adjustment in there, and it'll play back and forth, so it doesn't have to be exact, which is good. Anyway, more on that later. This is the prototype. It's, in my book, that's kind of a nice way of saying failure. So this is what I came up with in my second attempt, which is it's a lot nicer, a lot sturdier. These are die cast aluminum single pulleys that I ground flat, and actually they had a hub on them, and I cut the hub off so they would fit together better. And this is the stainless steel 10mm hub that I got from the robot shop that fits right on the 10mm D shape shaft there. So anyway, I got everything nicely centered because this was sturdier. I had really nice center holes in them, and it didn't deform when I squished it down with the bolts like this one did. I got more bolts on it. Like here I was able to get only 3 number 8 32 screws through it, machine bolts. This one I was able to use the outside pattern that came with the hub. You can see the old prototype, I had to drill my own holes in the middle so it would come up through this smaller ABS. That's actually a weed whacker, where you put the weed whacker thread on there for cutting your grass and trimming your grass. I know a lot of guys know what I'm talking about. This is an A-style pulley for A-style fan belts, which means it's got a flat top and little V's on the side of the belt itself, and you can see there's a lot of room in there for the cord that's going to wrap around it, and a lot of room and tapered sides, which I think is going to be a lot nicer than what you had here. Just a flat bottom, flat sides. So prototype failure, gone. What's nice about this one is it's a lot shorter profile than my original attempt. You can see how much taller it is. Drawback is this is a lot heavier. I would say that's a couple pounds, where this is maybe not even a pound. So huge difference in weight. Still, this torquey little motor is going to turn it just fine. I was able to get everything centered properly and nicely through the center of the natural center of the pulleys. The die cast aluminum, stronger, sturdier, and holds everything better in line, and so my encoder can just slip over the top of this thing when I make it, cut it down to size. The ears will hold it on place on a separate bracket, and this thing will spin really nice. I'll give you a little bit of a idea about what she looks like when she spins. Oop. Okay. Anyway, you can see how nice and square that thing is. It's got a little bit of a wobble, but I don't have it tightened down here like I should, so she's going to wobble a little bit. The problem with these D-shaft motors is you really can't get a nice square grab anyway with that set screw. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. It's pretty nice and square, and this encoder is forgiving. That the disc in there that the light shines through to give you the electronic pulses kind of floats in there, so it's got some play, and that little bit of play there is, I think, will be fine. Let me give you an example of what the prototype looked like on there, just to see how much better what I got here is. Okay, you can see the problems I had centering this thing up, keeping everything even. So again, a little stronger, heavier, which is bad, but everything else makes up for it. It's a really nice piece of equipment there that I think is going to work just fine. Now, if you didn't see the last video, let me give you a little bit of an idea where this thing is going to go on the CSS underneath the arm. It's going to sit underneath the arm basically like this, and my synthetic cable is going to wrap around there, and I'm going to take you into the game room where I have my B9 standing. Pardon the mess. This is a synthetic cable I'm going to be using right here. That stuff is amazing. You can see my last video where I have it identified what that is. Okay, there's the B9 standing there. Got the torso off. There's the arm mechanism. The motor is going to sit right up in here. This is kind of so that the twin pulleys will be underneath the rail. So it'll sit right in there like that. And you can see it's just a perfect size. And it fits right up in there. Let me get my arm out of the way. Got to build a bracket yet, attach it to the shelf. And once it's in place, the encoder will sit back in the back there. Mounted on the motor mount. And the synthetic cable will go up through the deck and attach to the it'll go up through the deck there and attach to the back of the carriage and pull it back, and then the other side will go out through that little hole up there underneath this this side of the track and go over the top with pulleys and attach to the carriage there. So as she rocks back and forth, pulls in and out, this arm should go back and forth. So that's the plan anyway. It'll probably be a little more complicated than that by the time I get it all rigged up. But just thought I'd give you a quick idea of what I'm doing here. And I hope that was clear and you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.